So we're going to talk about how to pick fruits and vegetables. So whether you have an orange, a Brussels sprout, a mini eggplant, all sorts of fun stuff that you can put in your arrangements. You pick them. And what you're doing is you're adding a false stem to this piece. Because the cool thing about an artichoke is sometimes it's actually long enough you could stick it in your foam. But think about the big giant hole and mess you're going to make in your foam once you stick this in there. And if you haven't worked in foam before, once you stick something in and you take it back out, you've got this big hole and you really can't stick anything back in there again. So you kind of have to be very strategic about where you're going to put it. A lot of times when I was learning how to do this, if I got to the point where I just made a mess of my foam, I actually just completely started over, threw out this piece of foam, taped up a new one, and started again. And I can't tell you how many times I've done that. So tonight, in order to not make big gashes in our foam, we are going to pick these. And we're going to make a false stem. So by putting this in, now we know that this is way too long for our piece, so we're going to be cutting it down as if it's a stem we're going to cut. But you take the sharp end of your sticks, and I'm hoping everybody found them underneath. There we go. I do, because sometimes that has dried and it's really hard to get that in there. So by taking your nice clippers as if it is a flower stem, just nip the end off. So you've got a fresh, exposed part. And the reason why they make these sharp on one end is exactly for what we're doing, which is sticking it in.